Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of the FOGO Life. Today I will show you how to make an amazing surf and turf with a ribeye steak and fresh sea scallops. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. In this episode I want to give you guys a couple of ideas what you can do for Valentine's Day, a nice Valentine's Day dinner, a nice surf and turf. So I'm going to do a cowboy ribeye steak. It's basically a ribeye steak, bone in, with a little bit of a tip of the bone sticking out. And I'm going to combine that with fresh sea scallops. And the other day I was talking to Chef Eric Gebhardt, and I was just, we were just kind of throwing ideas around a little bit. What's the best way of searing scallops and searing shrimp? And he said to me, Sebastian, you should try a soapstone. I was like, well, what is the soapstone? I have never used a soapstone before. To be honest, I've never seen anybody use a soapstone. So he sent me soapstone, which is basically this like giant piece of stone. Looks a little bit like a granite type of stone. It's pretty cool. I've never used it before. I hope I don't mess it up, but I don't think it can be so difficult. So let's do it. Let me show you how to do it. We are going to start this cook by reverse searing the Cowboy Ribeye Steak. Set your grill to indirect cooking at 225 degrees Fahrenheit and already put on the soapstone so it comes up slowly to temperature. Season the steak with your favorite rub. I'm using salt and pepper. Take 3 asparagus at a time and wrap them in bacon, and sprinkle just a little bit of salt and pepper on them. Once the steak hits an internal temperature of 115 to 120 degrees, take it off and open the grill's vents to bring the temperature up for searing. Season the soapstone with oil. I prefer to use avocado oil because of its high smoke point. Season the scallops with your favorite seafood rub. I'm using White Magic. Once the soapstone is at medium to high heat, about 400 to 500 degrees Fahrenheit, sear the scallops. They sear fast in about a minute per side. Don't overcook them so they stay juicy and soft. Finally, sear the cowboy steak. It also takes about a minute or 2 per side until the crust is to your liking. Remember, always let the steak rest for 10 minutes before cutting it. right, guys, our trial Valentine's dinner is ready, and yeah, it looks pretty amazing. Today I have my lovely wife here, Julia. Thank you for coming and trying out our Valentine's Day trial dinner, let's say. What do you think?
It looks
It's pretty
amazing,
good, right? I have
yeah.
what is it? Scallops, asparagus wrapped in bacon, and we have a ribeye steak on the bone. It's like a cowboy steak, basically.
Wow.
And let me just cut it off for you. There you go. Yeah, have a look at this steak. It's pretty amazing. Look at this. Yeah, what do you think?
It looks amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, if a guy made this for his girl, would you think that's like something special?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, right?
I love
Alright.
it. I love the scallops.
Let's try the scallops. And let me put a little bit of lemon on top of them.
It's good.
It's good? Is it a little bit overcooked or is it moist?
It's good.
Like soft? Let me try one too. Listen, looks pretty nice. Look, I try to go out a little bit, make it look nice. That's pretty good.
It is really good.
Is there like it's like slight sweetness to it? Some asparagus with bacon. I love bacon. I can have this every day. Have some honey. Oh, just a little piece.
Thank
There
you.
you go. How do you like that?
Good.
All right.
I like the bacon with the asparagus.
Yeah, nice and crunchy. Look at the meat. It's nice and juicy. I think we cooked it pretty good. Do you want a little piece or the big piece? I'll have the big piece. No, it's really good. You'll like this. It's good, huh? So, honey, let me show you. For the first time, I used this device that's called a soapstone. For the first time ever. So I think it turned out pretty good. We got a great crust on the steak. The scallops actually have a pretty nice crust too. No, I didn't burn them. So it came out pretty good. I'm really happy with the soapstone. It's interesting. It cooks a little bit like a salt block, but without that saltiness, without the food absorbing all that salt. It was interesting. I'll probably use it a bit more often in the future.
I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, guys. I hope you liked this episode, and I hope we gave you a couple of ideas for your Valentine's Day dinner. Maybe try it out, and if you liked it, please share it with your friends and subscribe to our channel. See you next week.